Alright everybody, how y'all doing today? I am doing an unboxing of the Thermaltake S100 TG. If y'all know what the TG stands for, the TG stands for tempered glass. This comes in two versions. The S100 TG comes in black, and they also have the STG Snow Edition, which is the white one. Alrighty, one thing I like about this here is the presentation of the box. You know what it is. Very well spot on a Thermaltake design team. Very well spot on, and I like the little slogan on top. Cool all your life. Yes. Well spot on. You know, you got the presentation of the box. And if you want to go ahead on and know any more about the information of the product, you got your design specs on the side, which I will be going over with them as I get ready to unbox it. So let's get right into it. If you don't know what you're doing, always refer to your instructions. Instructions manual is pretty well spot on. You cannot go wrong with that. Alright, let's go. Okay, that also comes in the box as well is your equipment. You got your tie downs, your brackets, your expansion slot brackets. You get two of them, and you have your screws as well as your standoff points. One thing I love about it, I love it, very mesh brush metal. I love it. This gives it a good sleek look. Now y'all notice I'm kind of like changing up on my designs right now. Y'all know I do a lot of mesh front panels. I love the mesh front panels because the more open the case is, the more airflow gets into the case to help the GPU stay cool and etc. Here I'm going off from that design right now because, like I said, open mesh, massive dust, and yes, in season one, when I cleaned my T7 entertainment rig, it had a lot of dust into it, so I wanted to straight off from that there. One thing I like about it, of this here case here, it has brushed metal painted. This is good. You do get airflow on the side from the side vents. You get them on both sides. Yes, you get them on both sides. Both sides of the case, so you're not really choking yourself with airflow. You got a big front mesh up top as well. So one thing I love about this here is this magnetic tempered glass. It is tempered glass, so yes. And that's the good thing I like about it. Now let's go ahead on over to the features of the case that comes with it. Now if you want to go ahead on in, take the glass off, you got to go ahead and pull it back and push up on it. Now, to some of y'all that do not know how to open the bottom case, now, to take the front panel off, I always go over it. There's a little opening on the bottom. What you want to do is give it a nice good tug and pop it right off. That gives you access to the installing your fans and everything. Okay, let's go over it. Let's do the front first. As you know, it has a front mesh panel up front, magnetic panel. Keeps the majority of the dust, a little hexagon honeycomb feel, so it keeps the majority of the dust out. Great airflow. That's what I'm saying. You're not really suffering from airflow. Now, let's go over to the radiators and what you can install up front. On the radiator options, you can go ahead and install a 240mm and a 280mm. Up top, you can do the same thing too. You can install a 240mm as well as a 280. And if you want to go with something more smaller, you can install a 120mm in the back. Now, fan options. Just like me, I'm all about the fans. I love fans. I'm not too crazy about radiators, but fan options are two 120 millimeters, two 140 millimeters. Up top, you can install two 120 millimeters, two 140 millimeters, and a 200 millimeter up top. You have your headphone jack, mic jack, your two USB 2.0 jacks, one USB 3.0 jack, your reset button, your hard drive light, your power light, as well as your power switch. In the back, it comes with a pre-installed fan, one 120 millimeter pre-installed. The air pressure of this is 1000 RPM, so it's pretty much good to just go ahead and put in good cool air and exhaust out air. If you want to install some fans to the bottom, they give you the option to install two 120 millimeters to the bottom, or you can install hard drive brackets to the bottom of your choice. Only downside I don't like about it is I know a lot of gamers, professional gamers, y'all love the rubber grommets. It do not come with rubber grommets, so that's the downside of it. But other than that, that really don't bother me. I know it may not bother a lot of other PC builders, but it do not come with rubber grommets. Okay, at the bottom, you have a dust filter to keep the dust from getting into your power supply. On the back, here's the option. And this is one thing I love. You could take out the hard drive bracket. If you don't want to install the hard drive bracket, you got your thumb screws. If you don't want to use the thumb screws, if you want to only use the thumb screws, and it's secured by two screws into the back. If you don't want to use the hard drive bracket at all, I know some of y'all like M.2 drive, so you know it gives you good options to install other good stuff. But here we go. One thing I love about this here, it has a removable hard drive bracket. Now, drives installation, you could go with 1, 2, 3, and 4 SSDs or 2.5 mechanicals. You could go with 2 SSDs and 2 3.5s. The hard drive supports up to 2 3.5s and 4 SSDs. Now, just go ahead on and get it down. I know some of y'all gamers love those big, massive GPUs. Alright, let's go over the specs and clarifications of that. Just like I said, it holds up to 4 2.5 SSDs or 2 3.5 hard drives. CPU cooler height is 165 millimeters. PSU length is 160 millimeters. Motherboard support Micro ATX and Mini ATX. GPU length is 330 millimeters. I went over the fans for you. Front holds 2 120 millimeters and 2 140 millimeters. Top holds 2 120 millimeters, 2 140 millimeters, and a 200 millimeter up top. And the rear has a 120 millimeter already pre-installed. Okay, radiator support, just like I went over again, I'm going over again. Front holds up to 240 millimeter as well as a 280 millimeter. Top 240 millimeter as well as a 280 millimeter. The height of the case is 16.18 inches. The width of the case is 8.66 inches. 8.66 inches. Diameter is 17.36 inches. This is a great case by Thermaltake. Just like I said, they make two versions of it. The Thermaltake SG100 and the SG100 Snow Edition. The Snow Edition is the white. I'll be putting the website link in the description below if you want to purchase it from Thermaltake directly, or if you want to go ahead and you new to the game, you want to build your PC for the first time and you're looking for a nice good case to build your PC, to put all your components in, to build your PC for the first time. I'll be putting Thermaltake website in the description below so you can go ahead and check them out, check out their products. They got great products. I've been using Thermaltake for quite some time from the air coolers. I just decided to start using their cases. Great company. You cannot go wrong with Thermaltake. It's your first time building it with Thermaltake. You won't be disappointed. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.